'97 was a weird year.
Was it?
Folks, this is Doc Phoenix back with all the Marios, and we're back on the Satellaview for, Excitebike.
That's not Mario at all.
It's clearly Mario.
Okay, what's this text scroll saying?
This is like explaining what the different parts of the thing are, because like it's a 1 hour broadcast like most of the Satellaview things were, and this just goes through and explains what all the different parts of it are and what you do with each thing. I assume that's what this says. I have not actually gone through the effort of translating this whole text scroll. Anyway, this is Excitebike Bun Bun Mario Battle.
Is the vroom vroom in there?
Yes, that's what Bun Bun. Bun Bun is the Japanese onomatopoeia for a motorcycle revving up.
Okay.
So, this was a Satellaview thing. It was, this was another Sound Leak broadcast, like with BS Super Mario USA. But unlike BS Super Mario USA, as far as I could tell, this wasn't like a radio program. There wasn't like a story that was being done throughout the broadcast.
It was just broadcasting the game.
No, it was broadcasting, like, music as well as the game.
Okay.
I think there may have been a few, like, dialogue bits here and there at the beginning or end. I don't know. But it didn't have, like, the full story that BS Super Mario USA had. So, we start out with the tutorial. Just like a thing to show you, this is how Excitebike works. It takes way too long to get started. I don't know why, it just hangs here on Mario for a while, but anyway. So,
B button makes it go faster. Y button also makes it go faster?
So, B is to drive. That's your accelerator.
Okay.
Y is your turbo.
Okay.
So, if you fall over, you tap B to run back to your bike faster. You can lean back. You need to lean back to get over the little bumps.
Right.
When you reach the hills, you'll fly up. While you're in the air, you want to adjust the angle of your bike, because if you land flat, then you'll get back to speed faster. Also, if you angle up at the angle of the hill first, then you'll lose less speed when you hit it. If you are too far off of the angle that you're landing on, then you'll fall over. Those little extra ramps have give extra boost and jump. When you use your turbo, your temperature gauge will go up, and if it fills up all the way, then you overheat and you end up needing to sit on the side of the road for a bit. That's Excitebike, and we have our 4 playable characters. We got Mario, we got Luigi, we got Kinopio, and we got Wario.
So this is once again Wario joining in for the racing circuit.
Yeah. So, I am going to be going through and showing off, like, each of the racers a little bit, but it's pretty much the same. So, we've got Mario, and he's got, I think the sound clips are actually taken straight from Mario Kart 64. They use, like, the same voice clips. So, you may notice that I picked up some coins and now I'm flashing.
Yes.
So, one mechanic of this that is not a normal Excitebike mechanic is that there are coins on the track. You fill up your coin meter, you collect 5 coins, and you get super temperature mode where you no longer overheat. This lasts until you crash. Right now what's going on is free play mode. There's always, the way that the game is laid out is you've got 4 courses, and for each of the 4 courses, first you get some time for free play where you just practice, and then it's an actual race on that course.
With lots of Koopa Troop.
Yeah, we got the other playable characters, and we got Koopas to fill out the rank. Also, if you have Super at the end of free play, you'll have Super at the start of the race, so,
Interesting. What are those blue squares?
Those are, like, the squares, those will, empty out your temperature. They cool you down when you run over them.
Okay.
The blue puddles are water. They will slow you down if you hit them. They are bad. Like that. collisions, and I'm showing one lap and then just lasting through the rest of it. Collisions. When you collide with another racer, whoever is further behind will get knocked out, and the person farther ahead will not. Like that. You saw Wario was ahead of me and landed on me, so I got knocked out. And went from 1st to 5th.
Well.
By the way, this game, they don't even pretend that the computer plays the same rules that you do. Like, you will see the computer players, you'll be in first place, just doing fine, cruising along, and they will just fly ahead at, like, 3 times the speed you are physically capable of ever achieving. And if you get knocked down and lose a lot of space, fall too far behind, then they will just race perfectly. Whenever they're not on screen, they race perfectly. And don't actually even physics. They just progress forward at a set speed. Anyway, Wario won, and you got a kiss from the princess.
The princess did not seem very into it.
It's an obligation.
Now course 2?
Yep, and I'm skipping over the free play for the rest of these, just because it's the same thing. But, yeah, it's 4 different courses. They get progressively more complex. Right, when you knock someone over, if you are the one doing the knocking over and you don't get knocked over yourself, you get a coin. Anytime that you get knocked over, whether by an opponent or just by screwing up, you lose all of your coins. So, the first run through here, also wee-hee.
Wee-hee.
The first run through here, I have not played Excitebike in ages, and like even then only barely. So, I did not do well in the first episode. As with BS Super Mario USA, and as a common thing with a lot of the Satellaview things, there were like 4 episodes of this, 4 stadiums. Called this. So this is Stadium 1, the 4 courses. This time a Koopa one. So let's just look at the stands here. There's a lot of weird things in the stands. Also, Koopa gets kissed. Can't deal.
Mood.
But there's a lot of weird stuff in the stands. We got, like, booze. There was Poochie.
Yeah, I saw Poochie.
In the background here, we see a lot of Shy Guys, bloopers, chain chomps. Piranha plants lining the side of the road.
Well, piranha plants are just like flowers.
Yeah, basically. I mean, they're treated that way in Mario Kart 64, so... At least on the Mario Speedway. But yeah, so, like, clearly the Mushroom Kingdom just got really into racing for a bit. Like, the second kart racing cup was really successful, I guess, so they decided to do dirt bikes?
Well, I mean, they already had Wario's Stadium set up.
True. I don't think this is Wario's Stadium, though.
It doesn't look like it, unless they...
It might be. I mean, maybe there's a separate section that actually has grass on it. Maybe...
Yeah, like, unless they went out of their way to add grass or AstroTurf. Good job, Kinopio.
Yeah. By the way, in case anyone's confused, Kinopio is Toad's Japanese name.
Kiss right on the shroom.
Toad just doesn't react too much. He just kind of blushes. Yeah, we got, I think, Kamek in the stands as well. Booze. There's course 4. So, there's not much else to say about this game at the moment. There's some other things that we'll see in a little bit, but for the most part, it's Excitebike. It cheats horribly. I got better at it later, but I'm kind of bad at it for this first one.
Yep.
these dirt patches slow you down, as you can clearly see. And you can hear, like, the kind of loud grinding sound. That was the sound of the engine getting close to overheating. Sometimes there are these, like, just mushrooms on the road, and when you run over them, they turn into one of those cooldown squares. So, like, that's a thing that will then be there on future laps.
It's an interesting sound that the game makes.
Tumbled my way over the finish line. And then after the 4 courses, there's a bonus game.
Bonus game.
Jump the booze! Sometimes you don't jump the booze, and then you get, like, the spooky wobble sound. And then you get bonus points based on how many boos you jumped.
Yeah, this is,
It's
Mushroom Kingdom sports event.
yeah.
Motorsports event.
And it's a Satellaview thing. It's a lot like BS Super Mario USA, where it's a score run. You try to get your highest score, and then it shows you a scorecard at the end. And
Okay.
here, Wario is just taking off because he thinks, "What am I doing racing? I could get money." He just zooms off.
Mario's confused by this behavior.
And yeah, you get your final score is based on your best time in each race. And this is just moving straight on to the second stadium.
Okay. Was there a thing where you mailed in your final score?
I believe so. Because again, it's got like the scorecard there that you can get the info for. And it's the exact same tutorial thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's Luigi's Japanese voice, by the way.
Okay. Less of a whoa, 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 and more of a, let's go!
Yeah, it's very more high-pitched. I believe eventually the Japanese voices start using, like, the same English voice. They just use Charles Martinet for everything.
I mean, Charles Martinet is everything.
But, yeah, for whatever reason, originally the Japanese... Japanese voice for Luigi was this weird high-pitched thing.
Not quite as high-pitched as Kinopio.
No, but still weird for Luigi.
I like the sound of things going really fast. Like a VHS tape. That just showed how old I am.
I actually won with the Luigi here. The Luigi is clearly better than Mario.
Yeah,
At
I mean,
everything?
we knew that. Oh!
Hey!
Oh.
Luigi gets a kiss, finally.
He's embarrassed about it and kind of
I mean, he
wobbly.
did get a kiss at the end of Super Mario World.
Right, because he was the one who saved the princess. But this time it's in front of people, so...
Yeah, this time it's actually, like, nobody can, say otherwise. He's got witnesses and shit.
Mm-hmm.
An entire
All these
stadium of them.
booze. And...
Shy Guys?
Are those bloopers?
Yeah, bloopers, chain chomps.
What are bloopers doing out of water?
They're just... The races are just that entertaining. I mean, if you lived underwater in the Mushroom Kingdom, do you think you would have anything more interesting to do than leave to go check out the races above water?
I guess not. I suppose eventually if they do get involved in the races above water, what would
By the way,
Oh.
this game has hidden golden statues, like BS Super Mario USA had.
Huh.
They are hidden in specific places on each track. Like, I think there's one per track.
Mm-hmm.
I could find zero information about these online, by the way. They all seem to be in places that, like, you will only get if you are not driving perfectly. Like, if you're driving perfectly, you will jump over and skip over the spots that have the statues every time. So, like, a couple of times when I screw up a little bit, then I wind up finding this statue randomly.
Interesting.
And it's worth another, like, 10,000 bonus points.
This is a weird track.
Yep. So, in addition to your time-based score, you'll notice the score is just kind of going up over time.
Yeah.
You just get score for driving. You also get score for picking up coins, even during free play mode. You get score for the statues, as I said. But, yeah, that's like everything there is about the game.
Do you know if you
Wiggler in the audience.
Yeah. Do you know if you can find the statues in free play mode?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have found the statue in free play mode at least once. In fact, right there.
Ah, well, there you go.
Why I'm showing free play mode here. Yeah, most of the time with the free play mode, I just kinda drove once to get used to the track and unlock super, and then just put the controller down until it moved ahead, because there's a lot of just waiting in these.
Because it's all based on the time of...
Yeah, it's all a time
broadcast.
thing, so you have like a set amount of time at the start for the intro, then a set time for the tutorial and choosing your character, and then each free play starts and ends at particular times, and then each race starts at a particular time. And, I mean, you might not end the race at any particular time, but it will hold on the results screen until the next free play session is going to start. So... yeah, this weird game. Now, we're actually only going to see the 2 stadiums this time. Because, weirdly, there's actually like a big gap of 6 months or so between Stadium 2 and Stadium 3.
Okay.
And during that span, a couple of other games happened. So we've got the first 2 stadiums that will show, and this one also ends with the same bonus game, just with a different arrangement of booze. So yeah, we're only doing the first 2 stadiums this time. We'll do the intervening games, and then we'll finish the 3rd and 4th stadium afterwards.
All right.
Because 97 was weird. And I'm not sure what exactly it was. I think my ROM of the first stadium may not have been, like, fully correct, or may have been broken in a little bit. Because there's 2 things that are weird and different with it. First of all, it did not have this ending, this credits roll. The second one had this credits roll. Also, information that I saw online suggested that in the first one, Wario's not supposed to be playable. It's like, from what I read, it said that the first stadium had just Mario, Luigi, and Toad playable. The second stadium, Wario was playable, and the 3rd and 4th stadiums each had another 1 character added as playable. So, I'm not sure if my first episode was just not correct or whatever. But, yeah, here's our credits roll, and this is it. That's really everything to show. There's nothing else to show or say about these things. It's Excitebike.
These weird oddities of the Satellaview.
Yeah. I think that some, but not all of the voice clips that they used were from Mario 64. Some of the Wario clips, like, I wasn't sure if, like, they were actually the 64 Wario clips. Like, he says some things that I don't remember him saying in 64. So I'm not sure if they were, like, unused voice clips that they had recorded previously. Because, like, you can tell, listening to all of the voice clips in here, they clearly sound like they are sampled down significantly for the SNES. So... and, like, some of the Mario voice clips sound exactly like the Mario 64 ones.
The Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, the Mario Kart 64 ones.
Oh, St. Giga.
Yeah, St. Giga were the satellite broadcast company that did all of the Satellaview stuff. They're who Nintendo partnered with. But, yeah. That's it for Excitebike Bun Bun Mario Battle.
And then Mario... what? pushes Wario off of second place.
So, come back next time when we're going to be doing more Game & Watch.
Oh boy!
Thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and see you then.
Bye.